Massa, they did things to me, Massa. Don't hit these bones anymore. These tired old bones anymore, Massa.
Shut your face up, boy.
But Massa. Okay, I got to stop.
What the fuck?
It's kind of hard trying to offend the actual black guy in the room.
Yeah, it is. It's really hard. It's hard.
But you did see that picture.
But it's hard. Like my dick. Now that we opened up with that,
it's been a week. Been longer than a week.
How's it going, people? I know you missed us. I missed us.
They still want you to put your penis away.
Damn it! I'm in the comfort of my own home, so I can technologically do whatever the hell I want. Comment below.
Oh boy.
Send us a picture.
I had the worst day yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
You had the worst day.
So, there's a reason we opened up with the racist stereotype for the racist black man thing, because the picture that's on the screen right now is what I woke up to this morning, or yesterday morning.
He woke up like this.
Well, my entire bottom lip was swollen, and I woke up at 4 in the morning, and the side of the one of the side of my bottom lip, one half of it was swollen, the other half was normal. And then I was like, okay, I put some ice on it. I went back to bed. Woke up at 6, and I looked like a gollywog. I was missing the blackface to be more offensive.
Are we allowed to talk about that?
I'm not saying the actual word.
You look like you look like a polywog.
Gollywog. It's a stereotypical mammy black man face.
That sounds like a stereotypical Pokemon. A black Pokemon.
You mean Jinx?
Shut up, bitch. You know you love it.
Mr. Poe. I looked like a mud person.
Oh, God.
So, I realized that
Wait. No. From the picture you sent me, you kind of look like you kind of look like Bubba from Forrest Gump. Oh, my God. Oh. What the fuck?
So, once it fully swelled up, I realized, oh crap, I'm in trouble. I should probably go to the doctor. And I would, and so, or I'm like,
hold on.
What are you doing?
I'm smelling the armpits. I just got.
Why? I'm like, I should probably go to the doctor. I should probably go to the hospital.
Yeah, you should.
So, neighbor was lucky enough to...
Wait, I was about to say, did you just say my neighbor was lactose? Like, the way you said it, my neighbor was lactose.
I'm tired because we were doing stuff.
Yeah, for those that don't know, we were cutting the grass, so...
We cut the grass and stuff like that.
And trimmed the hedges. And then pruned the bushes.
Yeah, I'm a little tired now.
We pruned the female's bushes. She had an Amazon forest.
So, neighbor took me to the doctor. I went to the emergency, to the urgent care center to get to get checked out because I wanted to find out what was going on. So I get there. I'm covering my face at this point because, well, you've seen it. I didn't want people to stare or go, "Oh my God, what's wrong with your face?"
No, it's like no. It would be,
I have to do the...
It would be, Mommy, why is that man's face looking like that? Don't look at him. He's weird, Johnny. Don't look at him. It's not right to point and stare, but I can't help it. His face looks deformed.
So, excuse me. So when I got there, They had the hospital mask, so I covered my face. I signed in.
Wait, so they didn't give you a paper bag?
You're a dick.
Dude, you know me for how long and you realize this now? What the hell is like, the fuck do you think I wanted to do to General?
Right.
Take credit for it. It's like, look, I take the credit for it. You can just sign your damn names for it. I'll take the damn credit. Okay, please continue your story.
I'm sorry. I've turned off the TV because I can't stop staring at the Stumpkin.
You mean Teen Titans Go?
Why is Robin... Why did his hand be amputated? I don't.
Starfire kissed a hand. And we all know that Teen Titans
He's a Stumpkin! He's an amputee!
And we already know that,
Turn it off so we can go back to... there. Okay. So we can actually focus on the show. Oh...
You did not want to see sheer stupidity?
No. My brain has been through enough. So, I get called into the office, or I get called into the doctor's office. Old nurse comes in first.
I'm already like
because or I'm like, she's the one that takes the blood pressure and like the temperature and stuff like that. She's like, so what are you in for today? I take off the mask.
Oh my god!
I point in my face at the giant swollen lip.
Like, I would like to have this...
And I'm like, fix this!
I would like to have this surgically sewn shut. Please?
And be like, oh, okay. So she took my blood pressure and stuff like that. The doctor will be in about 10 minutes. Alright, so I put the mask back on. 10 minutes later, doctor comes in. So, what are you doing?
Doctor, I am your patient.
You're
going to say dick, aren't you?
I already called you that.
Well, it's like, you got to think of it. You had the mask on your face.
He's like, okay, so what's the problem today? Because apparently the doctor here, even though the nurse has everything written down on the clipboard on there for him, he didn't bother to look.
They always don't. Literally, they're like, what's the problem today? It's right there, smack dab in front of you.
I don't care! What's wrong with you? I take the mask off again. He's like, oh. So he prods my face. He pokes it in, so it hurt. Does this hurt? Because he thought it might be like sore and stuff like that. Pokes it right in the jawline because I was a little swollen too. I'm like, no, that doesn't hurt. It's just that it's uncomfortable, and I wanted to stop jerking off your finger. Stop jerking off.
Remember, I have a disease. It just kicks in unintentionally.
So, he prods my face. He's like, did you eat anything strange? I'm like, no, because I don't have any food allergies. Because he thought, like, it seems like an allergic reaction to something. Are you on any medications? So I list the one I've been on for like 10 years that I've been prescribed. He's like, oh, okay. I'll be back in about 5 minutes. We're going to do some little digging. And he comes back. He leaves the office. Comes back 5 minutes later. He's like, so, yeah, that medication that you're on for your anxiety, apparently there's a side effect that makes you if you have an allergic reaction, it makes your lips balloon. What?
And you've been taking this for like 10 years and not noticed it?
No, it has never happened. I told him flat out, I'm like, what? I've been on this for 10 years. Why has this not happened before?
Late reaction.
I don't know, but it's a thing. So I'm gonna prescribe you some pills that you have to take, which are basically steroids, and we're gonna give you a shot. Then Ern's like, all right, I'll be back, or I'm like, the nurse will be in. My nurse will be in, and she'll be administering it. I'm like, okay. So he leaves the room. Nurse comes in. Nice, young, attractive woman.
You should have took a picture.
No. That would be creepy.
No,
No, all of a sudden, just the big mouth Billy Bass just lifts his phone and just goes click.
no, it's like, it would have been discreet, because I've had a nurse like that, too, where, hot, sexy nurse, when I was in the hospital, she bent down, it was like, I literally just coughed and my phone just, excuse me.
You know, I don't want to be arrested.
It's not arresting, it's like, it's not sexual harassment if they don't see it. Or feel it. Or look at it.
No. No, it still is. So she's like... So she comes in and I'm like, oh, okay, so we're getting ready to give you a shot. We have to put it in your backside. And when she says backside, it's not talking about... You would think maybe my hip, my lower back. Jeff? You know what they did?
No, but no way. The way you said, Jeff, do you know what they did?
Do you know? And we arrive at the title of this episode. They stuck a needle in my butt.
So what you're saying is you had to bend over and assume the position.
Well, they didn't stick it up my ass, but they did stick it in my butt cheek.
That's still, you had to assume the position.
I had to pull, she told me to pull my pants down.
Obviously, that's not a red flag there. That's the
I had to moon this attractive lady that I've never met before.
And she had to stare at your balls?
No. I just pulled down the part as long as you could just see the ass cheek, and that was it. She sticks the needle in. Okay, I'm like, oh, you're done, because I didn't even feel it. Because needles don't bother me.
Without lube, too.
Oh, I already done, and she put a bandage on it.
Did she kiss it better? Oh my god, you got quiet there. Dude, you got quiet there for a second. You got real quiet there for a second, man. Holy shit. So,
my brain went to a weird place.
That's why I said, did she kiss it better?
No. Sadly, no. You would have liked her, though. She was black.
My last girlfriend was black. Like, seriously. I tried to tend to date out of my race because literally... almost every time you look at it, if you date a black chick, this is what's gonna happen. I know you did not just say that to me! I know you did not just say that! Hold on now! I will take, it's like, oh, whoop your ass! Hold my earrings, girl! Like, we're in fucking Walmart, woman! Calm your black ass down! What the fuck you call me? What the fuck did you just call me? Oh no, you did not just say that to me! That's how most of it goes. Trust me, I was in a relationship.
Can we go back to the needle in my ass?
Oh, you mean you mean for the fact that the black nurse pretty much made you her bitch? By pretty much sticking a needle up your ass. And
well, it didn't go in the actual asshole.
And how she puppeted your ass too. To her, that was a puppet show. Make it talk. That'd be hilarious.
So, but afterwards, I sat on it, and oh, why did my ass hurt?
Well, that's
I sat on it.
That's the first part. You just had a needle penetrate you.
But the needle didn't hurt.
Of course, it's a late reaction. You know that, right? It's the adrenaline. You can break your arm. You don't feel shit.
The hole in my butt cheek right now hurts because I'm sitting on it. I still have the bandage on, by the way.
The hole in your butt cheek hurts. No, something else hurts. She went in dry without the lube, people. She went in dry without...
And I didn't have a pillow to bite either.
Damn, bro. I didn't know you wanted to do prison gang yard style shit. That'd be an interesting episode. Trying to go to prison. He gets turned into some black guy's puppet. I'm gonna make you talk, boy. I'm gonna call you Sally.
I told my landlord this later that day. That I had to go to the hospital.
Okay. Did you tell him about the part about the needle in your ass?
Yes.
Did he end up busting out laughing like I did?
He giggled. But he said, I'm like, oh, he asked me, how bad was it? I sent him the picture. You want to know what his response in text message was?
Please tell me. I got to know.
2 words. And call me Alexander Graham Bell because I fucking called it. 2 words. Holy shit.
Look, that would have been my first guess. My second guess would have been your face.
What is wrong with your face?
Holy shit! I know what I'm going to go as for Halloween this year.
I don't want to do that again! That sucked! Why would people... And the neighbor lady who took me there was also cracking jokes and like, there's women in Hollywood that would love to do that. They
I love your neighbor! Oh my god!
Who they enjoy collagen in their life? So my response was, why would they do that?
Oh my god, I love your neighbor. Oh, she just made my whole entire day.
I'm like, I just said those bitches are crazy.
Oh my god, your neighbor is awesome. She was cracking jokes the first minute you got in the car. Oh, dude. Not only was she cracking jokes.
Knock that over.
Oh, not only was she just cracking jokes like when you got into the car. She was also cracking jokes when you came out this morning. Oh, your neighbor is awesome. Please let her move here. Oh my god. Oh.
So, and then I had to call my friend. I had to call one of my friends to pick me up from the hospital because, well, I had no ride home.
Yeah, there's a GoFundMe for Black Storm to get a car. Send money.
I'm like, so I had to call my friend. He was annoyed, but then he picked me up, and then as soon as he took one look, and there was like, his little response was, "Damn, your face is messed up, bro."
No, his first response was, "What's up, Bubba?"
No, I had the mask on when I got in the car.
Why the fuck didn't you do the voice? Yes. My face. Look, that's not the worst part for you. Worst part for me, I was going to the bank one day with my stepmom. A bug flew in the car and she forgot to, put the car in, park and all that shit. I was at the drive-thru at the bank. Next thing you know, the car started moving and I almost fell out the car. I was like, damn! I was about to end up like Two-Face! Drag my face across the bank, drag my face across the bank and in 4 lanes of traffic. Then I would have been like, my face!
My beautiful face!
Like, boss, I can't come in today. Why? I've been turned into, dun-dun-dun, Two-Face, Batman's greatest villain. Oh. So, anything else happen, Strider?
I was in Monticello this weekend.
Besides you getting the needle up the ass.
I was in Monticello this weekend doing some some demo work.
Did you use C4?
We were tearing down a wall inside of a resort, and we kind of wanted to keep the rest of the building. Why would the fuck would we blow it up?
It's called controlled explosion, you dumb bastards.
Why would I plant explosives? Just...
You've never done that shit before, I have! It's called a controlled explosion. You just plant the explosives right there. On the one part of the wall that you need demolished. Clear!
No, I had to haul out a bunch of friggin' drywall into the dumpster. Nothing else really happened during that time.
So did you see Oscar from Sesame Street?
He lives in a trash can, not a dumpster.
That's right close to it. It's like this one right close to the dumpster.
No, there wasn't.
You didn't know? It's like, look, that trash can is like literally just to stay when he was playing Sesame Street. If you look if you look at what happens afterwards, he goes straight to a dumpster behind the resort. Yes, kids.
Moving on up to the east side.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, I got a question for everybody.
What?
My ex recently freaking called me 2 days ago. Yes, I'm talking about the one that was pretty much that. Yeah, Strider, you know who the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know.
The one you pretty much said was a bitch. It's like your words, pretty much half my words. Yeah, I don't care. Okay, she called me and asked me a question because her friend is going through this shit of. She's going out with another guy, but she's going out with another guy, but she's pregnant with another guy's kid. So she asked me this question: if I was pregnant with another guy's kid, would you still actually date me? I got a question: is the other guy going to be a fucking problem in this relationship if I do? Well, sending money every month and all that, but no. And then turns around and pretty much said that if that ever happened, there's only one person I want to marry, and that would be me. I'm like, the fuck you say? Yeah, the only person I would ever want to marry would be you eventually, because we have history. I'm like, the fuck you say? What the fuck is she talking about marriage? I finally become single for the past 4 or 5, 6 months. I'm kind of enjoying being single and not literally having the black type of conversation that is to follow in an argument. With the hand gesture saying, hold on, woman! Hold the fuck on! No, the fuck you did not say that! LaFonda, can you believe this bitch said this to me? How dare this man say this to me? After everything I've freaking done to him, I don't get why the fuck they're clapping their hands just like... Like, literally... What the fuck is up with the gesture of?
It's just the gender, or not the gender. It's just the stereotype. Well,
yeah.
For that gender of that race.
Yeah, black. It's like, yeah, black really acts like black. We have civilized black, and then we just have black.
Do you have the ones that just don't have that have the ghetto names?
Oh, dude, I met someone. Literally, who the fuck names their kid like Lashifa? You just never thought of. You can't Google search no damn good names. Like, I'm just gonna call her Ashley. No,
let's give him a normal name. No,
no, fuck normal name. We're gonna call her LaFonda. Chiquanda. How the fuck do you spell that? Chiquanda. You don't know how the fuck to spell my name? No, the fuck I don't.
On unique.
Like,
there was one story a teacher told me about a kid or a baby or about this couple who just had a female baby. The couple's last name was Johnson.
I can think of like a few friggin' names. Amanda Johnson.
They haven't decided on an actual name for the child yet. So for the first few days in the nursery, it just said female Johnson on there. The mother gets the bright idea to add a tilde to the E to change the word female from female to female. Or no, is it a tilde to the A, or one of the E's or A, or whatever. Just to change it to female.
To what the fuck, people? It's called going on frickin' fantasy name generator. Shit. Get your names from that.
You ever heard of a woman whose name is spelled LA-A, and she pronounces it Ladasha? These are the kind of ghetto names they just pop.
This society is doomed. We're fucking doomed. We are totally effing doomed, because literally you're like naming like fucking kid. Look, just fucking.
When's the last time you just you met a baby named Larry?
Quite recently. There's literally
I love my nephew, but Landon is not a normal boy's name.
That's at least quite
it's more tame compared to what it could have been.
Look, that's at least better than what the fuck some people name. Literally, some poor frickin' kid named their kid Mountain Dew.
I'm sorry, I missed that.
I'm serious. Some poor people just out in the South name their first here's the first name Mountain, middle name Dew. What the fuck were you smoking? Or on? Or drinking? Or fucking huffing to name your kid Mountain? It's gonna get made fun of.
Kind of puts blanket as a name for a baby or for a child into perspective.
Look, we already know there are some fucking names. Literally, I mean, in high school we had like 3 fucking Jeffs. Here's the funny part. The 2 Jeffs were white and I was black.
So you were a Negro, Jeff?
What the fuck you just say, motherfucker? I know you did not just say the N-word on fucking camera.
I said Negro.
You better keep it that way, motherfucker.
I'm not saying the actual name or like the actual word because I don't want to be flagged for hate speech.
And then pretty much have like half a shit ton of black people just come after your ass. No, here's what it was. It was called Oreo.
What?
Yeah. Teachers freaking said that. We were separated. We were like, one teacher came in and was like, what the hell are you doing? What are you talking about? You can't have the 3 Jeff brothers separated. You can't. He was like, literally, what the hell is like, that's the Oreo. Without the middle part of the it's like, the Like, I don't know whether to be offended or actually freaking happy that this bastard is my teacher. Seriously, who the fuck names this? Like, literally, I got a question. You know how they say, like, Shanae and all that? No. This is the name I fucking heard. Shananda. She rhymes with Honda. I swear, these people...
What?
I'm sorry, but why the fuck would you name your kid this to literally get them get fun of in school? Your kids are going to hate you.
I do remember there was this one news story where a lady named her baby boy to defy gender norms. He named him Vagina.
Your kid's gonna get laughed at.
Your kid's gonna hate you.
Your kid's gonna get laughed at graduation by even the principal. Well, so and so Vagina, come and get his diploma. You virgin vagina! Oh my god, he's gonna get made fun of. I'm sorry for that kid.
I'm just gonna go with a normal name when I eventually have a kid, like Bob.
Look, my ex decided on AJ. Like, she decided on AJ and all that. We're combining something and then my middle name, Jermaine. And then my last name. I don't mind, because literally that's what my mom freaking uses my middle name when she's pissed off. It's no... Jay. No, it's Jermaine! What the fuck?
That's a thing that parents do.
Oh yeah, it's...
My parents did that when we were in trouble. They would say They would say your first name and your middle name.
Oh no.
They would shout it.
No, this is when you know it's like... No,
that's when you know you fucked up.
This is when you know you fucked up, when they use your whole damn name.
No, they don't use the last name. They just use the first name and middle name. So when I did something bad, which rarely happened, but it was something bad that got them to yell that, it was always John Michael.
I met a kid that literally it was like he was bad in school. His dad came to that school and used his whole damn name, and we already knew you are fucked. I mean, literally. Look, his name was this. His name was actually like Johnson and all that for a last name. So it was this. His dad came in and said this: Eric Jarrell Johnson. Oh shit, you're fucked. You know your whole it's like your parents used your whole damn name, and you're seeing red. You are fucked. Hell, he was like, hey, look, my mom is like, only time that my parents have said my fucking full name is when I did something that shall not be named. I did school.
Well, you did name that then.
So it's kind of like Jeffrey Jermaine Williams. Oh, sons of bitch. Fuck. Like, fuck. You know you're in trouble when they just say, like, your whole fucking name. Like, it does not matter. They say your whole name. Look, it's the middle name. It's like, if you say your middle name, like your first and middle name, it's like, you're going to get an ass whooping. Just take it. Just take the ass whooping. You say your whole name, it's like they say your whole name. Pretty much it's the mom saying this. I brought you into this world. I can damn well take you out of it.
That's why I made sure I didn't do anything that would
look, my mom pretty much experienced this crap. She knows it. That's why, technically, if you look at it, my parents kind of, like, freaking like, I call my parents, like, hypocrites a little bit, because literally, you know how, like, parents are supposed to help you out, like, a kid, like, oh, yeah, your kid wants to do this, like, it's like the first car a kid gets, a parent helps them out. This is what my parents did. I got left at the zoo at 5. I got left at the zoo when I was, like, in 5th grade and all that crap. The bus was, like, 15 minutes. I thought it was, like, 25 minutes.
Didn't you tell the story in the show?
I did, but it's like this. Look, my dad was like, oh, we're going to get you a cell phone. A fucking track phone. A fucking track phone that fucking is like that needs minutes to fucking call. I mean, I can stay on the call. It's like I can stay on the phone for, like, a minute. I can be talking to, like, John for, like, a minute. I've already wasted, like, 25 minutes already talking. I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, worst part was, I took my ex to Chicago, took the wrong turn, ended up in downtown Chicago by Wrigley Field. I shit you not. I was actually, like, freaking the hell out. Like, oh my god, I have not been to, like, downtown. Shit, I don't know, all the streets. Fucking hell. I ended up by Navy Pier. I shit you not, it was beautiful. It's like, Chicago, it's like, Chicago was beautiful at night. If you ever get the chance, like, just go to Navy, it's like, just sit there at the recreation area, look around at all the beautiful lights, and you'll be like, damn, this is fucking beautiful. Especially seeing all the lights on the lake. It's like on the water. Fucking immaculate. Now, I'm asking like a shit ton of people. Hey, can you point me to a direction of Indiana? The fuck's Indiana? You know where you get the cheap-ass beer, the cheap gas, and cigarettes? The one that doesn't pay high-ass taxes? Never heard of it. Where the fuck did you go to school? No, I asked the one couple that said they go to Purdue. I've asked like 5 people. All older people that actually like, hey, can you point me to 8094 or Indiana? The fuck's 8094? What the fuck's Indiana?
You know the state that's literally...
You know the next state over? You got freaking Ohio that way, you got Milwaukee that way, going this way, and you got freaking Indiana that way, and then you got Ohio right there. Do you know the next state over that has an I in it? Do I need to fucking pull out a fucking map? Hell, I wish I did have a map. That would have actually helped my ass out. With the freaking big ass words of, you are here. Follow this line here and you're good. No, I asked the one couple at Purdue. They were like, oh yeah, just turn left here, make a right there, and then follow the signs for 8094. Thank you. I got me the fuck out. It's like, I will not lie. Chicago's beautiful at night. I got me the fuck out of there. It's like, literally, I went to recently back to Chicago for a concert that my cousin invited me to. It was Machine Gun Kelly, Rise Against, and Fall Out Boy. I was disappointed that, I was kind of disappointed that Rise Against did not play more songs. I was kind of disappointed. Oh, I love the show. I was kind of disappointed. But Strider, I got a question for you.
What?
Would you pay $12 for a beer?
No. Unless it's like high-end craft.
No,
let me guess.
No.
They wanted to get $12 for a Budweiser.
Yeah, you called it.
No.
Bud Light is like Bud Light.
No, that's piss.
Look,
no.
It's $11 for a Budweiser. It's like Bud Light. It's like $12 for like a Grey Goose and Budweiser.
It's piss. That is piss water. Why would you pay that much for something that disgusting?
Look, it's Wrigley Field where the Cubs are. I'm a Sox fan at heart. So, we're on the rich side of fucking town. I'm talking about the north side. This is all the rich fucking people. Don't get me wrong. when the Cubs won the World Series, I pretty much swallowed my pride as a Sox fan and pretty much congratulated the Cubs. But I'm sorry, but it's like their concession stands had long ass lines. I want to know how much the fuck their nachos were. $13.
And you wonder why people sneak in their own food.
Yeah, pretty much. Shit.
Like, because I'm not paying that much.
Look, I will sneak in a 40 ounce if I could. I will fucking sneak in my own 6-pack of beer that I get from Indiana. No, here's the funny part. For $12, $12 freaking dollars, I can get me an 18 case of beer. Here's the fucked up part. The can, it was about that tall.
You know no one can see that, right?
Well, think of it as like, look, if you've seen those like 12.5 ounce cans of Pepsi and all that, it was about the same size as that.
Okay. Still, that's just ridiculous.
For $12, fuck yeah, that was. It's been a long day, people, and we've been outside cutting grass, trimming down bushes, trimming a bush. That's what she said. We're trying to come up with some gold and all that shit, but...
Oh, speaking of gold, my brain went to a spurgy place yesterday. And I've come up with a new character that I would like to actually see in a tabletop RPG.
Well,
I've been listening to on YouTube some old Iron Claw campaigns, and for those of you who don't know, Iron Claw is basically furry D&D. That's just for the uninitiated. The actual actual system for like how to play is completely different, but it's a role-playing game with furries in a medieval setting.
I worry about
with magic and swords, and the only form of guns that they have are flintlocks.
I worry. So it's kind of like Fable.
Yeah. So, each race or each character, it's populated by either mammals or anthropomorphic mammals or anthropomorphic birds, and the beasts of burden are all lizards. So they ride lizards like horses and shit.
So there's no elves.
They're all furries, dude.
Damn, I would love to see me an elf chick, though. I don't know why, but elf chicks are the freakiest.
So, I wanted to think, what kind of character could I create in this that would be just for the sheer lulz and the sheer what the fuck, just to be the complete antithesis of his race. And this is where my spurgy brain went. And this was based off another character I wanted to create for an actual D&D campaign, which was going to be Dragonborn in that. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Java.
What?
I didn't say Java. I said Java. Java, as in coffee. Java. Java is a sloth. But he doesn't act like any normal sloth. Yes, most sloths are racist, or like most sloths are just like easygoing, lazy. They move slowly.
So they
sleep a lot.
So this one is like this one's like the Energizer Bunny on steroids.
His nickname is Java the Caffeinated.
Yeah, Energizer Bunny on steroids.
Java, I guess, which that name is actually a reference to a character in the first Grandia. Because there was an old adventurer by the name of Java who drank coffee like no one's business and still went on adventures, and he was in his 70s, and he's still wearing full plate mail and a big ass wielding a big lance.
Look, that old man is someone I actually want to have in my party because I know he'll watch my ass.
But Java is addicted to coffee, and when I say he's addicted to coffee,
it's like cocaine, people.
Yeah, pretty much. He is basically Snowflame. But instead of being powered by cocaine, he's powered by coffee. By caffeine. And he's a sloth.
I got a question. Who would win in a fight between Twinkie and Java? Because we already know Twinkie is going to fuck it.
Java.
I don't believe that. I kind of don't believe that.
No. I have to keep going on to this character. He is or his job would be alchemist. Because he makes his own brews. We're talking about a guy who can chug jet fuel and not give a fuck. The phrase that, or like, I remember that Top Cat came up with, which was caffeine equilibrium, which is basically, for those of you who don't know, the state that you get when you've drank enough coffee that when you go take a piss,
you start vibrating.
No, it smells like coffee. And that's your body telling you you need to stop drinking coffee. And until you get to that point, keep drinking.
Look, no, that's your body saying there's something wrong here if it's smelling like decaf. Your piss is smelling like decaf.
No. Java would say if you gave him decaf, he would just basically tell you get rid of that pussy shit.
Oh shit, so he drinks it black.
Damn. The more caffeine, the better.
Damn, he drinks it black. It's like, literally, I don't know why. I tried black coffee, it sucks.
It'll wake you up, though.
Oh, that shit will, because my auntie drinks that. She's like, oh yeah, when you give me coffee, black, 2 sugars. I was like, I gotta try this. Oh my god, what the fuck is this noise?
Yeah, alright, I have to get images now, specifically for the overlay. For when I described, if I just compared him to Snowflame, but he's a sloth.
I got a question. So, back to my question. Who would win a fight between Twinkie and Java?
I don't know. I don't think Java could sit still for long enough. You know the Undertale meme, then Temmie vibrates intensely? Java's sole goal would be to reach the point where he can transcend reality. So it's kind of like he can move fast. That he will move faster than the speed of sound.
So it's like so if you kind of look at it, it's kind of like how Futurama did with Fry.
yeah, pretty much. That's what I was getting at. That's his goal.
So it'd be 100 cups of coffee.
No, it was 300. Did that.
Well, Fry did transcend reality. He was the first one to fucking do it. He was literally doing like this, like he was he was fucking glowing, and just nodded his head like, I see. And then moving faster than a flash during sex. So yeah. I'm sorry, but if we had a fight between that shit before he can get 300, I gotta give it to Twinkie because literally the first minute he gets a hold to you.
No, he's not gonna fight you. He's gonna fuck you.
Like I said, I have to give it to Twinkie because when he gets a hold to you, every hole is his. It does not matter. You will make a hole. Your hand will be able to make a hole. Your feet will make a perfect hole. Shit, you will have like 6 holes that he will fuck with his tail. And it's quite bigger. When did you get the balls?
I'm just getting some pictures for the overlay for later.
I got a
picture of a sloth,
I got a question.
Some coffee, and Snowflame.
I got a question. Have you seen a foot-long sub before?
Yeah, I have. I ate one.
Want me to show you something bigger than a foot-long sub? Don't worry, it's not a penis. That is a foot-long sub, but it's not that. You want me to show it to you? This is a sandwich you can get from Jimmy John's. I'll be right back. Hold on.
What?
Hold on.
What?
You'll see. You'll fucking see.
He just went upstairs. Don't leave me down here by myself!
Oh, don't cry, baby.
It's scary alone here.
Oh.
I don't know what to do. I don't know how to fill time by myself.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard a freaking Subway's 12-inch. Jimmy John's has created the 16-inch sandwich. And it's the same size and thickness of my dick. Strider, why the fuck are you looking down?
Staring at the sandwich.
No, you're staring down. You're like, your eyes are like, the first minute I said it's the same size as my dick, your eyes did like this.
They can't see that.
For those that don't know, Strider went down. His head went nodding down, just. And what the fuck do you mean it's so scary? It's called talking.
They stuck a needle in my butt!
So what, they sock puppet your ass?
And we've gone full circle.
Yes, we have. Welcome to our lives, people. Welcome to our lives.
So,
I'll be right back again. Let me put this on the table, on the counter. You're not going to cry like a bitch, are you?
maybe.
Oh, dear God. Hold on,
Put the sandwich away, damn it!
Wait, while I'm upstairs, I'll find you a wig and a dress. And call you Sheila from now on.
What? I don't even. Oh, I don't even.
Because Strider has a mangina! Yeah!
I have a sinus headache, is what I have.
You have a mangina. That's what you have.
No, according to the general, that's what you have.
That fruit cup loving motherfucker? That small needle dick Twinkie looking bastard?
A man vagina.
I don't have no man vagina. I have a 16-ounce dick I can smack in his face. That's what I fucking have. That bastard has like a mini pencil. No, I do not know that physically. I'm just talking shit. I do not know that physically. I'm just talking shit. Let's not assume that.
It'll make an ass out of you or me.
I'm already an ass. I've been an ass since I met you guys. What you know is kind of true. I have been. And for that, Strider, I'm not sorry.
Can I have a cookie?
I don't have no fucking cookies. I wish I had some fucking cookies. I shoved some Oreos down your face.
And now my brain immediately goes to Twinkie, saying, "I'll give you my cream filling."
Exactly where I was going. Matter of fact, for the next show, I should probably bring in a chocolate-covered Twinkie. Now that'll be funny.
We need to give a quick recap because I don't think many people know who Twinkie is.
For those that don't know and play, it's like, okay, whoever is like, for those...
This is a character I came up with back when the Xenoverse first came out.
Okay, so here's how it goes. He's an African black Saiyan. I mean, African black with the lips, damn it.
Wears a big purple suit. Has a big ass afro.
Pretty much.
Big ass goatee.
And has a fucking tail.
Yeah, because...
And he's a Saiyan.
Speaks like Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, he does.
And his name is Twinkie.
And he acts like Samuel L. Jackson.
And we were just saying earlier, like, he's gonna fucking... I'm like, you said that if it has two legs...
No, here's how it goes. We already know, if it has two legs, he's gonna fuck it because...
No, you said that. I said no. If it has an orifice, he's gonna fuck it.
Well, if you look at it, he could...
If it's got a hole, I'm gonna stick my dick in it.
Look, if you look at it, he kind of made the Prince of All Saiyans into the Princess of All Saiyans.
No. I'm the Prince of All Saiyans. You're the Prince of All Bitches.
My bitch.
It's the kind of guy who will look at Frieza and like, you got a pretty mouth there, boy.
No, he's gonna look at Frieza and say, my tail's bigger.
No, you got a pretty mouth there, boy. He's the kind of guy who would just go up to Broly and like, why are you being such a bitch?
No, this is what Twinkie would do. He would go up to Vegeta and put Vegeta in a damn dress. He would go up to Frieza and showing his fucking saying like tail and said mine is bigger. He would go up to Broly and say, you're my bitch. And
now bend over.
Look. And he would go up to Perfect Cell and say, I'll show you my perfect dick. Hold it out a freaking order while he's fucking every one of them.
I don't care. You got a hole, I'll stick my dick in it.
So technically, he made Vegeta into a female, and fuck Bulma into pure bliss.
It's just the most offensive character we probably could come up with.
And pretty much pretty much looked to Goku and said, "I'm stronger, bitch."
I'm just thinking, when he actually loses a fight, or is actually losing a fight, he doesn't care. He's still talking shit and like, I want to still stick my dick in your face.
Look, no, he loses a fight. He's like this. You better hope I don't get a second win there, boy. Because if I do, my dick is going in you. So is my tail. And I will freaking dog fuck you. So,
have you come up with any character or any Spurgy-like characters that are that insane or that offensive?
One when I was in high school, well, elementary. I don't remember the name because that's a long ass time ago. I just know for a fact he was an extreme pyromaniac to the point of, girl, let's fuck in a minefield while it's blowing up around us. Wait, what? I'm going to shove my dick in you while having sex on a minefield. And it will be explosively good.
Was it... Boom!
Yeah.
Was it good for you?
Yeah, he pretty much did that. His main thing of he will never die... no matter how many explosives he has, he will never fucking die. This man is immortal. Because literally he will walk in with a shit ton of active bombs and say, let's play chicken. The first one of you bitches to leave loses. All bombs goes off, he's still standing there with his clothes, like literally with nothing. Said, I win, bitch. I don't remember, it's like, this was like a character they said, make when you, it's like, design someone crazy. That was my first thought. Explosives plus a guy that says fuck all of you. And I mean, he will literally want to fuck you in a, it's like, look, an atomic bomb can be going off and he will still get a hard on.
So a teacher actually encouraged you to make this character?
Yes, he did.
Did you have a teacher that encouraged you to have imaginary friends?
No, he did not, but I did have a teacher I kind of wish I could fuck. She was hot as shit. I would have loved to make her my bitch.
I had a teacher in my college classes that encouraged us to have an imaginary friend.
Obviously, this man is lonely.
Because it would encourage creativity in the workplace, according to him. And there was one seat in the actual classroom, in the lecture hall, that no one was allowed to sit in because that seat was reserved for his imaginary friend.
Look, this college teacher is awesome because I kind of wish, it's like literally because if you look at society now, people that have, it's like people when they say grow up, oh, you need to grow up. Look what happens. They have a dead-end job they hate. They have a wife that it's like they constantly probably cheats on them. And they probably have kids that they kind of wish they did not have and was drowned by now. Like, I'm going to fucking drown these kids if I don't fucking do it. It's like, look, if the booze don't help me cope with this shit, I'm going to go on a mass killing spree.
I have to ask, though, what kind of level of brain damage do you have to have in order to be in your 40s and I got an imaginary friend who sits in here with me and don't take that seat that's his. He's sitting here right now listening to all of you.
Look, that's the kind of teacher that actually creates... Look, that's the kind of teacher that actually said, don't give up on your dreams. If you want to create video games, go fucking head.
I'm like, yeah, but still.
Look.
Please, act your age.
I'm sorry, but if you look at all the people that created video games, or pretty much create cartoons and anime, they love their fucking jobs. They were told to have an imaginary friend, and then their imagination went wild, saying... Why not? It's like, here's an idea. Instead of, like, fucking getting rid of the kid and sending him off to sea, let's fucking keep him. Because this shit lets me live my childhood-like dreams. Shit, I still keep my creativity because I like writing stories.
You like writing fanfics.
Yes, I freaking do. I wrote a whole damn notebook.
You didn't realize how the level of autism that goes into write one of those, right?
Dude, I wrote a whole 120-page notebook for my freaking class. Of a story about a freaking knight betrayed by his own country and pretty much hated by his own siblings because he's a half bastard. Try to come up with something like that shit.
Why didn't you publish it?
Teacher is like, literally, that was a creative writing class. I should have posted that, but that teacher took that shit. He was like, every freaking class we had, they did not want to leave. They were interested in that story because I had action, violence, romance. Here's the fucked up part. I made it where, because of the fact he was alone and all that shit, constantly alone in this castle. And because of the fact some old-ass witch is like, bitch of a witch, pretty much put a curse on him because she thought he was pitying him. He leaves the castle, he dies. As a thank you, he gets immortal life. But that immortal life ties to him to that castle where he can never leave. And here's the clause. If you leave at night, it won't affect you. If you stay if you literally stay in that castle before sunrise, if you don't get the fuck out before sunrise, you're cursed there too. Literally, he's tried to get people to leave. Like, I don't want you to live this curse, leave. I'm trying to fucking help you. Obviously, some stupid-ass bandits didn't want to listen to that shit, end up trying to leave, find out their whole damn arm is, like, turning into skeleton. I mean, their skin is going. Their arm is turning into bone, and their bone is, like, freaking turning into dust. I created this story when I was in fucking freshman year of high school. All 120 pages of this shit. I made sure to proofread it. I made sure to freaking reread it. I made sure to rewrite it if I felt something was not right. Out of my whole fucking class, they did not have any creativity. I did, because of the fact, literally one freaking teacher said, I have an imaginary friend. So that means he's creative. Literally, this one teacher gave me good advice saying, look, whatever you do, I write for fun because I like it as a hobby. Whatever you do, do it because you want to, not because other people tell you to. Look, when people tell you to grow up, that means they're just tired. It's like because of the fact they were forced to do that when their parents. It's like because of their parents. Their parents were never supportive, so do what the fuck you want to do. Don't let anyone tell you you can't do this, you can't do this. That's why I still watch cartoons and play video games, even though people are like, oh, why the fuck do you do this? It's kind of a stress reliever. Trust me.
I'm trying though. It's just that I've seen what happens when those people grow too crazy or like they don't grow up or whatnot. We have man-children like the various members of the Sped Sled, aka Movie Bob.
Pretty much, it's like if you look at it, that's what happens if you don't grow up. But I live in
my mom's basement. It's a basement apartment.
Look,
we're talking about a man who wrote a book about Super Mario Bros. 3, and apparently the reveal of Super Mario Bros. 3 at the end of The Wizard had as much psychological effect on him as 9/11 did on the rest of the world.
Look,
that's the kind of crazy we're talking about.
Look,
he claimed the original console the wars between Nintendo and Sega as his own personal Vietnam.
Yeah, that's the crazy I'm talking about. But here's the thing: I'm at least mature enough to actually say I'm not. It's like even though I do live in the basement, it's because of the fact that bed upstairs is tiny as shit. I outgrew that. It's like literally that was like my old bunk bed when I was a kid. So I outgrew that shit. Reason why I moved to the basement, I'm 25. And the fact of the matter is I don't want to leave home yet because I know my mom will struggle.
Yeah, you're actually staying behind because just her.
Yeah,
it's just you and her in this house.
Yeah, it's just my mom in this house. So literally, I'm paying. It's like I gotta pay the AT&T bill. Like I pay the AT&T bill. I help her out with her mortgage. I at least pay rent here. So I pay like $120 just to help her out.
And like you have a full-time job and you decide to stay because you're helping her out because.
Look, I realized
this house is too big, or like it would be too expensive for her to maintain by herself.
Yeah, that means she would have to take out the trash, cut the garbage. It's like pretty much cut the grass and all that. Like take out the trash, cut the garbage. It's like take out all the garbage, try to cut everything down like the hedges, like we did, cut the grass. Pretty much find.
And she doesn't have any other family members she can go to. So
she does, but it's kind of like they're working, and plus with my grandma, she's in a wheelchair and all that. It's like my auntie who actually retired from Ford. She stays over there, like, Monday through Friday. And then my mom takes over, and then I come over on Saturday. Like, that's the kind of thing, like, hey, we got busy-ass schedules, but we try to help out. Mom can, like, leave, but it's kind of like, We love this house. I love this house. I will fucking kick anyone's ass that tries to fucking take this house from us. That's why I'm kind of hoping if I win the lottery, I've already said in my mind I would spend $5 million. $2 million to my, it's like $2 million for my mom, $1 million for my dad, because he is my dad, even though like he is my dad. So
but you did describe him as Papa was a Rolling Stone.
Yeah,
so.
he was, because I got like 2 brothers and a sister. So this is way before I was even born. So Papa was a Rolling Stone, but I still love my dad because he does help me out. Because hell, he's like, dude, I seen a car, I tried to help him. Like, even though he won't co-sign, he tried co-signing for me once. But knowing how dealerships are, they want to like, oh well, he can sign for it. So wait a minute, I'm making payments on it, but his name is on the title. Yep. So that means I'm not only paying to make the payments, but I'm also paying for the insurance as well. That's why I want my own car, because it says my name and title. That way, I'm the one making the payments. Because it's like, literally, I know it's like, here's the fucked part. My parents won't help me even though they got good-ass credit scores. I at least got a credit score of 600, but I don't know why. But it's like, that's why I'm not leaving home just yet. Because I actually rather help my mom out, because I know if I leave, like most it's like people do, most kids, they leave. Whatever happening, you get a freaking apartment that you can't afford. It's like you don't have no shit in your house. You're struggling just trying to maintain the bills. At least it's like mom's taking care of the mortgage, and
you're taking care of everything else.
I'm taking care of at least like the cable and it's like pretty much the internet and phones, which I gotta pay when I get paid. So shit, I'm at least doing that while also maintaining hey, I'm paying my own bills like my insurance, my phone bill, and all that shit. So I'm at least trying to help out. Most people are like, oh, I'm leaving this house, fuck my parents, da-da-da-da-da. Like, dude, your parents are also struggling. Unless they're retired and getting a check almost every month, your parents are also struggling. Don't be so hesitant to, like, don't be so hasty to leave the house. Like, I'm 18, I want to get the fuck out of here. Trust me, I've seen people that left the house at 18. This is where they're at now. Single mother, 2 kids, struggling working at McDonald's. And you don't get paid shit. You get paid $7.25. I work pretty much a full-time job and I get paid $9. It's like I work part-time at my job, delivery, and I get paid $9 an hour. So not only do I still have money in my pocket, I'm also helping paying out the bill, so.
My mom keeps telling me to move it back in with her because when I'm down there.
What the fuck, man? I would fucking miss you, Strider!
I told her because she says that every time I do visit, she feels normal when I'm in the house.
Well, you are her kid. It's like, you are her kid and all that, but literally, I don't feel like driving 3.5 hours just to get to you. And then driving 3.5 hours back. That'd be a long-ass trip. Next car I'm getting, I hope it damn well has cruise control, because shit, my ankle...
You do want to go back down there, though.
Yeah, I do. I wish I had a car, because it's like you said, your mom's birthday's coming up, man. We would party.
Just get drunk that day.
Fuck yeah! If I'm off for a whole week, look, here's how it goes. 2 days, it's like 2 days drinking, 1 day recovery, then back to drinking. And then, like, the last day before we leave, massive recovery of regret. I drank so fucking much, but I don't fucking regret it. We have another drink. No, hand, don't reach for it! No, don't reach for it! Well, maybe 1 sip won't hurt. 1 sip turns into like 7 bottles. Regret! We gotta drive home, sons of a bitch. I'm not sober enough to drive.
I kind of want to go back to the Albanese.
Oh, dude, I freaking do. I want to go back to Mrs. Fields. They had some good-ass cookies.
Damn it, now I'm hungry.
Fuck yeah.
We've been going on for an hour, so we should wrap up.
We should, but we still got some little bit. Fucking, I'm gonna eat a fucking sandwich. I'm fucking hungry myself.
I'm hungry too. I'll see. So, guys, we'll see you guys next time. This might go up tomorrow or whenever. I don't feel like uploading it tonight.
But we got one last freaking thing that actually ran with Strider. If you know what his Facebook page, like his Facebook page, you already know the YouTube account. Write some it's like pretty much write some questions and we'll answer them on the air. Look, we won't give you the most. It's like let's have a corner where that shit where you get involved, where you just write us. It's like you just write us questions. We'll answer your questions, not in the form of a straight ass answer. There'll probably be more penis jokes around, but you'll at least get your answer. If not, we'll just tell you to Google search it.
Okay.
It's like, look, that'll work. Just shit. If you want to, it's like if you want to ask,
you want to ask the people who do watch what we should do for content.
Yeah, ask us a question. It can be any freaking question, except if it's not personal, as long as it's not that shit.
Which I need to get in touch with Adam again to see when we can actually schedule another time for him to be on the show, because right now he's the co-host for Heel Turn News, so.
Shit,
he's busy during the week.
Look, we're busy during the week. Shit, because I go to work tomorrow.
Boss man's going back to Monticello and can't go with because there's not much for us to do. We finished the job. We finished the regular work down there. I was expecting to be down there for like 4 or 5 days, or 3 or 4 days, because he said we were going to be back on like Monday or Tuesday, and we left Saturday. We were back Sunday evening.
Yeah, I got a call saying, we're past Maryville.
And when I got home at like 3:30 in the afternoon. And then I crashed on my bed and slept until 6:30.
Of course, it's that adrenaline. Look, it's that adrenaline. Everyone has that. You break your arm, you don't feel it. It's the adrenaline of like, what the fuck just happened? Just like how you did it. It was the adrenaline of you had a needle up your ass. And when you sat down, oh my god, my ass is on fire. What is happening? The adrenaline worn off. Look, I had the adrenaline of my ankle. It's like literally when I sprained my ankle. In elementary school. Because we were all fans of wrestling back then.
I nearly severed a finger by trying to open a SpaghettiO can lid with my bare hands when I was in elementary school.
Well, damn, look at you, mountain man!
Because I wasn't smart enough to realize that the edge of the thing that you took the can opener to is razor sharp.
Look, don't worry. It's like literally, I used to watch old Popeye. I tried to squeeze.
I'm like, there's still a scar on my finger.
Look, I tried to squeeze the spinach can like how Popeye did. That shit did not work. I don't know why. It was like spinach gives you strength. I was like, really now? Fuck, it don't work. I nearly like freaking took off my hand. He's like, literally, because my dad had a cut and there was like one of those cutters and all that. I was doing like this, like I did something where it took off like part of my skin, like took off part of my knuckle. So I have a scar where you can actually tell like it digged. That's been there for like years upon years upon years. So I literally almost severed my middle finger. I know, it's fucked up. It's like, look, I wouldn't be able to flick no one off. It'd be like fucking 3 finger. It's like, it'd be like a 4-finger salute. Just. What the fuck are you doing? I'm trying to flick you off, but it ain't working.
Because I don't have that finger.
I don't have that finger. It's like you throw the middle finger up. Look, that's the best way to quit. If you win the lottery, don't burn bridges, but if you hate your job, guess what, mother? I just go in, guess what, motherfuckers? I just won the lottery. Fuck all of you. Susie, because you didn't give me a fucking chance, you whore. Fuck you too. Yes, I'm rich, bitch. Then play the song, I don't fuck with all of you. It's like, then just play the song, I don't fuck with you. You real stupid ass bitch, I ain't fucking with you. So if you hate your job, that's the best way to fucking quit. Go in your boss. Probably whip off that toupee he has. It's like literally rub your ass with it, smack him in the face, and say, guess what, you're my bitch now, bitch. Also, I slept with your wife. Fuck you! And just leave. Just leave like a boss. Only if you have enough money to do that shit. We don't encourage this. only if you have enough money to do that shit. We don't encourage that because earlier you try to do that shit and you realize, fuck. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get the fuck off my property. How dare you sleep with my wife? You're taking that from this and not the fact that I just end up taking your toupee off your head, rub my balls with it.
But you cucked me, mate. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, everybody. We'll see you guys next time when we get around to record another one.
Remember, if you know Strider's Facebook account, leave some comments. It's like literally ask us some questions, as long as it's not personal. And if the question is Blackstorm, would you let us see your dick? No. I have pornitis, but damn it, man, I have principle.
No dick pics from you.
Yeah, no dick pics. Sorry, ladies, no dick pics.
What if they paid you?
My price is expensive. You can't afford it. My prices are expensive. That means you better have $500 million. If you have $500 million or $1 million, I will personally come to your house and let you see it. Just tell me your address. I will be there in 5 minutes. Where's the money? So you're going to be a dick whore? Yes. Where's the money? How many minutes do you want to see it whip out? How many minutes? Do you want me to smack you in the face with it? Just in case. You might want to stand back because you're in the splash zone. This is comedy gold, people. This is comedy gold. You don't write this shit. This is like years upon years of friendship. Don't feel sad, Strider. And that General's needle dick mangina looking head ass.
Bye.
Seriously, General's hair looks like pubic hair. From my balls!
We'll end with that.
Good night, everybody!